Hello, everybody. Chimipsu. And Soksubai, Saisabok. We are going to have so much fun tonight. Yes, indeed. We're going to talk about the 70s, growing up, I, Gen X. I love on YouTube, there's just all kinds of Gen X content. And it it kind of frustrates me a little bit because last year I started writing a book about my childhood in the 70s, and I wrote a few chapters of it, and then uh, life got busy. And I stopped writing on it, although I have an outline. um, and if I had written that book and finished it and had it up available on Amazon, I think it would be going crazy right now, because the topic of growing up Gen X is really huge right now and trending. Um, so maybe I should get my little rear end in gear and finish it up and get it online, and maybe I won't miss the boat. I don't know. What do you think? Uh, so Chalet, I know you're ready. Uh, I've invited tons of friends. I was on Facebook for the last 45 minutes and just sending everybody a link, come join. Um, and let's talk about the 70s, in particular, growing up in the 70s, whether you were a young child or a teenager already. Um, you know, let's all just have fun. So I didn't prepare any Cambodian news stories because I thought people would be ready and waiting. Um, so maybe I'll share my screen. Let's do this. And sharing my screen. Share the entire screen. There we go. Okay. And then let's see, I'll just open a new tab. We'll go to the Khmer Times. Let's see what kind of news that we have. Well, we don't want ads. I like to go to the national section. Damaged road. 4 more Cambodian fishery products are allowed to be exported to China. Interesting. They look slimy. What kind of fish products are these? Oh, those little shrimps or something? Oh, that's probably those little shrimps that, like, when you have pad Thai, you go to a Thai restaurant and they have those little pink shrimps. That's probably what they are when they're still alive. Lobster, eels, elephant fish, and snails. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else have we got? And let's check real quick. Oh, there's one eyeball. Hello. I'm ready to talk about the 70s. If you want to jump in the comments and chat about it. I was born in here. I'll get rid of the screen for a second. I was born in 1966, so I am a Gen Xer, proud of it. What else? I grew up in the Bay Area, meaning California, the San Francisco Bay Area, what is now known as Silicon Valley, the San Jose area, right on the foothills. So it was a suburb. It was great. You know what? I bet I could find a trailer of the movie Over the Edge. Let me just set it up for a second and then I'll share my screen. Over the Edge is like uh, it epitomizes my growing up in the 70s. Over the Edge trailer. Let's see. Okay. 1 minute and 40. And this is right from Warner Brothers. Okay, let me stop that. Come back over here. Present. Because we're going to get this party started. I'm going to share my screen. I am going to only share the tab. That way we have the audio. And do we have it set up? Yeah, okay, so I'm still there in the corner. All right, so let's watch this. This is my childhood in the, about 12 years old, being about 12 years old, about 1978. I think this movie came, what did it say? 1979? I don't know. I'll check it out. But here we go. Let's watch this. In fact, let me look at the description really quick. 1978, 79 is when this film came out. And this is like exactly what my life was like in those years.
To New Granada, where people come to escape city life. It has safe streets, clean air, good schools. It's a perfectly planned community, but something strange is happening. Something that wasn't part of the plan.
Seems to me like you all were in such a hopped-up hurry to get out of the city that you turn your kids into exactly what you're trying to get away from.
Something that could drive this town over the edge.
You're to take these home to your parents, to let them know about a special emergency meeting to discuss the problems
Cheap
about
Trick
your people.
soundtrack.
Get your toes on another kid.
No wonder I.
Kid.
I don't know how many of us are willing to admit just how deep in trouble some of the kids in this city are.
Tension is rising.
You people talk about these kids like they're a bunch of animals.
Tempers are raging.
The
Your
clothes.
son and
The
some of his
hair.
friends are part of this.
My son and his friends are part of this town.
Time is running out. And something's got to explode.
They've got guns!
I can assure you everything is under control.
They were old enough to know better, but too young to care. And now this town is over the edge.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. So I don't know if you remember that movie. It was on HBO, I think. And so I could watch it over and over and over all different times. Yeah. What kind of movies do you think of with growing up in the 70s? Jaws. Grew up with Jaws. Did it affect you when you went to the beach? I grew up near Santa Cruz, California, and so the beaches along there, Sea Cliff, Capitola, Santa Cruz. I would go body surfing. We called it body surfing back then. So you would kind of surf, but just like Superman flying, you'd just be on the waves, riding the waves without any kind of board or anything. It didn't scare me out of going out of the water at all. Thought it was a great movie. Loved it. What else defined the 70s? I love the movie A Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand, the one with Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson. That also very much the 70s. It was later in my film appreciation class in college that I saw Easy Rider and Midnight Cowboy. And I would say both of those very iconic for the 70s. What about Urban Cowboy? Was that into the 80s? That might have been the 80s. Chalet, where are you? Andy, where are you? It's no fun if it's just me talking. We gotta have some interaction. What else? The food, movies, music. What about like Leonard Skinner? That was some great music. Freebird. What about Fleetwood Mac? That was like, I mean, I'm just thinking of albums that I had as well that I would like listen to over and over again. I got also on HBO, you know, they had The Who. What was the movie that like with the pinball wizard and everything in it? Tommy. So I watched that over and over and over again, thanks to HBO. And then I even found at the record store, because back then we had record stores and we'd save up our allowance so that we could buy albums and go flipping through all the albums. And I found that Roger Daltrey had his own album outside of The Who. And that album, the art on that album is what was like in the movie on Tommy's bedroom wall. It was kind of like wallpapered everywhere. And so I found that album and I got it and put it up on my wall. Peter Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, it was great growing up in the 70s. Cheap Trick, as we were just hearing on that Over the Edge trailer. Gosh, I love that album. Live at Budokan. I always thought, for some reason, I think I got Budokan and Budapest mixed up. And so I thought it was like in Europe, but it's actually in Japan, I believe. Budokan is in Japan. I've never heard of that except for in the context of that album, Live at Budokan. I've never heard Budokan mentioned. I don't know if it's a city or if it's like the name of the stadium or concert hall or whatever. You know, like Madison Square Garden is the Cow Palace in San Francisco, which is where Peter Frampton had his concert. Through the years, I've actually run into people who were at that concert with Peter Frampton when he was recording the album. So cool. Chalet. I invited so many friends. 2 eyeballs now. Hello. You want to join the chat and talk about the 70s? You know, I grew up watching TV as well. And so I can relate a lot with the boomer generation, in that a lot of what I grew up watching was reruns during the day. So like the Brady Bunch and Star Trek, the TV show, the Monkees, these were all things that were actually on TV in the 60s. But I still, feel like I grew up watching them. I think most of us with Gen X did grow up watching these reruns on TV. I saw a YouTube short. Someone was talking about the ice cream truck man, and you'd hear the music of the ice cream truck coming, and you'd run to your parents or your grandparents and ask them for some money to go get an ice cream. And this person was saying, and then it would keep going and they wouldn't stop because it was a teenager and he thought it was fun to have us chasing it after it. I never had that happen. The ice cream truck was always happy to stop and let us buy our ice cream. And sometimes you just get a basic popsicle, like, orange or grape and lime. And then they had like this, like a rocket one. And then there was like a creamy chocolate popsicle, a fudge sickle. It was called a fudge sickle, right? Let me see here. While I've got this tab on. Can't think of the name. Let's see. Fudge with an S. Fudge sickle. There it is. Like, so what is the brand? What is this brand? Because they're the ones that had original fudge sickle, fudge bars. Okay. What happens if I do ice cream truck popsicles? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Let's look at this here. Is it gonna come in oh, snow cones. Oh, okay. This is a little too new. This has like new stuff, but this is, here we go. Look at this one. The snow cones. Snow cones were awesome. Ice cream sandwiches, but they were usually Napolitan. Napoleon. Napoleon. Come on, help me out here. Who's in here? Okay. Why am I like this? I'm stuck on that. Napolitan. I feel so stupid. I hope you're remembering it. Look at this rocket one before I go on about that. This red, white, and blue one. There you go. That was it. The like, what's over here? What can we see? They have this stuff didn't come out until the 80s. Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, shaped like that. We didn't have that. Just your basic. Look. Oh, remember the orange? Oh, what? I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to see the picture better. Go away. This one here, or here, the orange with the vanilla ice cream in the middle. That was good. That was good. What else have we got in here? I should put 1970s in here. There's an ice cream truck. For anybody who doesn't know what an ice cream truck is, there's an ice cream truck. Look at this lady here. Oh, what a sweetheart. $3. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's someone from the 70s. See, there you go. See, he's got that red, white, and blue rocket pop, I think. There's the snow cone. Crunch. Oh, the push-ups. Remember the push-ups? Oh, those were fun. And then if you were lucky, your mom would get those and you'd have some in the freezer. Okay. So I'm on my 3 people. Hello, 3 people. Welcome. And please feel free to write comments. It's live. So if you write something, I can see it. I can look it up on Google and we can all chat about exciting things about what you want to talk about, what you want to see. But I can't read your mind. So you guys got to tell me. Meanwhile, let's see. Ice cream truck stories. I never had any problems with ice cream trucks. I loved them. And I loved getting ice cream. Yeah. And then also like Thrifty's ice cream. I mean, different. Okay. Thrifty ice cream. There you go. Look at that. Triple scoops. Now, back in the day, in the 70s, I remember when it was 5 cents for a single scoop, 10 cents for a double scoop, and three at 10 cents, 5, 10, and 15 cents. So you get a triple scoop like that, 15 cents. Don't have that anymore. And they had that special gun. Oh, look here in this one, that special like scooper gun thing that would make them look like this kind of. Oh, that's a nice picture. Oh, that looks like bubblegum flavor ice cream. What was your favorite flavor of ice cream? I liked mint chip. I liked Rocky Road. Rocky Road was my mom's favorite. I loved bubblegum flavor. Butter pecan, like here it's showing butter pecan. Yeah, I liked butter pecan. Here's mint chip. Pistachio, love pistachio. And you know, if you take pistachio ice cream with cherry ice cream, with chocolate ice cream, that's spumoni. Love spumoni. I only got that at like at an Italian restaurant. They would have spumoni ice cream for dessert. In particular, the spaghetti factory, the old spaghetti factory. Pistachio nut. Look at that. So yeah, let me check if you're no comments yet. What's your, come on, tell me, what's your favorite flavor? What was the flavor you always had to have? I love black cherry. I love peach. If there was a place, oh, I asked my mom about it once, and because she came to visit me earlier this year, and I was like, what's the name of that ice cream parlor that we would go to in San Jose or Santa Clara, whatever, in Silicon Valley? Okay, because all the Sunnyvale, everything, they all run together. You cross one street, you're in another city, even though it's kind of like all one big city, right? They all run into each other. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, I have to come back over here. Look, 5 cents, 10 cents, triple. Boom, boom. Exactly. I wasn't lying. There it is. There's a sign. This says early 80s. Wow. There was from San Francisco, they had an ice cream factory place called Bud's. And Bud's ice cream was pretty much wholesale. So like they would sell their big buckets of ice cream to restaurants or whatever for scoops for dessert and things. But I think it was in San Mateo, they had an ice cream shop. So whenever my mom and I went from Milpitas, that's the small town I grew up in, around the bay and then like up to San Francisco, either we were going to San Francisco to maybe catch a flight out of the airport, or maybe we were visiting my cousin and my aunt, aunt, uncle, and cousins up north of San Francisco. So you had to go through San Francisco to get there. We'd stop in San Mateo at Bud's Ice Cream. And I always loved that. Yep. 5, 10, and 15 cents. There you go. So what else? What else? I'm really surprised Chalet's not in here yet. It's 23 minutes after 9 o'clock. She must be making more videos. She's always making YouTube videos. You have to follow Chalet. Here, we can go. Let's go see YouTube. None of those are Chalet. Where's Chalet? They're always shorts. Give me some more shorts. Oh, look, I can hit a tab over here that says shorts.
Ever wonder what a GenX thinks? Welcome to GenX.
No, I don't want that. I want to see shorts. Shorts. Ma. Give me some more shorts. Okay, you know what I can do? No, I can't search her name. Oh, here she is. 2 weeks ago. But I just want to come here to her channel. This is Chalet's channel. It's at She Is Always Singing. She always has these great little shorts. Let's watch one.
I will never be royal. It's a running our blood. The kind of love to stay for us. We crave to the kind of buzz.
Okay. So Chalet is not here yet. When was that? Did it say what time that was at? So what else are we going to talk about? Talk about the news? You don't want to talk about the news. You want to talk about the 70s. So what are some other stories? What did we talked about the ice cream truck? See, if I would have known Chalet wasn't going to be here yet, I would have had like an outline or something that I could look at. One thing I might be able to do is I could read you a little bit from the book I mentioned that I'm writing. If I could find it in here, let's see. File manager. Documents. It would be a document. English final draft. Not that. Oh, that stuff's too old. Attachment A. Oh. January. Let me see this one. Who's here? Nobody here. Hello, hello, hello. You want to tell me your favorite ice cream from the 70s? You ever experienced injuries as a child growing up and nobody thought about suing anybody else? Right? Nobody cared. They would, if it was serious enough that your parents took you to the hospital, you still, I don't want to spend time looking. Yeah, you'd go to the hospital, but they would just pay the bill. They didn't go after anybody and sue people because you needed to go to the hospital. And then most of the time they just took care of it themselves, took care of things at home, unless it was like really bad. Did anybody have a the latchkey kid stuff? Did anybody have a key on a necklace? I did. My mom swears that she did not do that. And so I say, okay, maybe she didn't do that, but I put a key on a necklace and wore it. So that's true. That's true. Definitely. And you knew what time what time you were supposed to get home from school. So you had to be home to get the phone call that you made it home safe from your parents. And then you were free the rest of the time. You could go back out and play with your friends. You could watch TV. You could make a snack. You could read a book. You could do anything. And then you kind of had an idea of when the second call might come. And then you knew what time they would get home. And and you had to make sure you had your chores done. We had a shag rug, so one of my chores was raking the rug. And if my mom came home and the rug hadn't been raked, then I would be in trouble. Shag, rug, and rake. Anybody who doesn't know what that is like, here you go. It's like this. Just wait for it to load up. Come on. That's a new kind. This is the old kind. Oops. Well, that doesn't work. If it opens a new tab. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I just got a notification from my friend Soma. So Soma, join. Where are you? Because when I clicked on this picture, it took me to Facebook. And so since I was there, then I saw the message that my friend Soma, when I shared the link to her, was giving me a thumbs up. I'm like, okay, great. Thumbs up on Facebook. Come join the live on YouTube. I don't know why this picture is not loading up so that it's clear, but whatever, you get the idea. Shag rug. Did you guys have a shag rug? What color was your shag rug? Ours was gold. You know. What other kind of chores did you have when you were growing up? Let's see. I didn't have to wash the dishes, but I had to put the dishes in the dishwasher. I had to like rinse them off and put them in the dishwasher. That was one of my chores. Keeping my room clean, which wasn't really. Yeah, I didn't do well with that one. I should have brought some pictures up here, and then I could like show you the pictures. Because I did pull out some 70s pictures with that book in mind that could be included in it. But I remember once, what about clothes? I had this is clothes and injury. Brown corduroy pants were like the in thing. And I had to have me some brown corduroy pants. And they were best if they were flared at the bottom. Not a full bell bottom, but at least flared. And I finally got myself this brand new pair of brown corduroys. And I went to the park to show my friends my brand new corduroys. And I tripped and fell on asphalt and ripped a hole of them. And I think to this day, I still have a scar on my knee because it was a pretty bloody gouge on my knee. And I'm not sure if they took me to the hospital for stitches or just put a Band-Aid on it. But I didn't even care about my knee. I cared about my pants. That it was the first day I was going to show my friends that I had brown corduroy pants and I got a hole in them. Oh, I was just so devastated. Remember white jeans from the Gap. I don't know if any other store sold white jeans, but this was like the disco era kind of time. And to have white jeans from the Gap. And I don't know if the Gap actually had like a brand name on them or if they just sold them. Then I mean, clothes didn't have brand names on them back then until was it Gloria Vanderbilt jeans? And on her pocket, it had like her signature in the stitching. I mean, obviously like Coco Chanel or whatever, they were around since what? The 30s and 40s and 50s and everything. But I mean, just average pop culture. Let's take a look at white jeans from the Gap. I don't need to capitalize it in the search. Oh, that's like now. What about in the 70s? This almost looks like it's the 70s. But yeah, had to have my white jeans from the Gap. And the Gap was at the malls, like Eastridge Mall was our mall. Brown corduroy pants. See what it says. Brown corduroys. Look at all those brown corduroys. These are all straight legs. Nobody has flares. These are all new. Ah, here you go. Look at that. Look at that. Brown corduroys with the flared pants. Yeah. There you go. There you even got platform shoes on. Oh, look, they call it retro inspired look. What I grew up with is now called retro. Here's another one with the flared pants. Yep. I, to this day, love flared pants. I actually have a pair of brown corduroys right now that kind of have a paisley design in them, kind of in a rusty orange and a little bit of gold and black, paisley design. And look at her jacket she's got on, the sheepskin jacket, which was usually a denim outside. Instead of brown like this, it was usually denim sheepskin jacket. Look, I don't even have to type it all in. There you go. Got me one of those too. Come on, guys. It's only been a half an hour. It feels like it's been all night because I'm just talking by myself. I need some interaction here. I wonder how Mabel's doing. Mabel's like a regular, but she hasn't been on for a while. I miss Mabel. And I know that the one eyeball watching might be Mabel because she can't right now, can't usually do any typing. And I hope that changes soon. And Andy started working now, I guess, when he didn't used to work in the morning. He's on Pacific Coast time. And Chalet is on Eastern Coast time. So it's a little bit later. I think she gets busy. She must have forgot it's Tuesday. Well, maybe we'll have to continue this next week. I told lots of people on Facebook, but I said that I'll be on, usually it goes for 2 hours. But it's, I mean, I can have a conversation with a fence post, right? But it just doesn't feel right without comments. So I think maybe I'll just end it for tonight. And maybe next week we'll talk about it again and have more people. So I'm sad, but it's okay. And you win some, you lose some. Life goes on. So I'm going to end the broadcast and see everybody next week. Bye.